So gaming headsets, not something I usually like to cover on this channel. And I'll admit, I didn't even want to do this one here, but Sennheiser agreed to send over the GSP 670s for us to take a look at. And there's only one reason I'm even remotely interested in this review, and that's because of the fact that they're saying broadcast quality microphone over wireless. Today's video is sponsored by Fantex and their new Glacier series of water cooling products. This is a distribution block that's designed to mount to the rear of a case that holds a 140mm fan. With multiple ports, it means regardless of the height of where your graphics card is, you'll be able to come straight into the distro block and back out to your CPU. Now we've got two pumps right here that are actually pump mount reservoir combos, and they're designed to use the DDC 12-volt pump, which is a very small but powerful pump. It's got multiple inlets and outlets on it, and it's got an integrated reservoir, which also features an anti-venturi or cyclone effect with these various arms that stick out there. So if you guys are looking for a way to step up your water cooling gear with a premium feel without necessarily a premium cost, then check the link in the description below. So like I mentioned, Sennheiser did send over the GSP 670s for us to take a look at. It's not a sponsored like showcase or anything like that. They just were like, hey, we are curious about your opinion about it. So I want to share it with you guys. I am a Sennheiser fanboy. I'm not an audiophile by any means, but I do like the quality and value that you get out of Sennheiser. I'm well aware there is much higher stuff out there that you could buy, but for the basic audio enthusiast like myself who just enjoys what sounds like great rich sound, I enjoy the high fidelity you get with games like Battlefield and stuff where there's a lot of sound design and stuff that goes into that. So I've been using Sennheiser solely on my personal builds since they launched the game Zeros at CES like 3 or 4 years ago, something like that. And then since then I've been using the PC37Xs, which are much more lightweight but have the same broadcast quality microphone. In fact, I was even live streaming last night using that headphone. So we'll go ahead and have Phil put in a little clip here just so you can kind of get an idea of what the wired mic sounded like leading into this one. Now we're not gonna go into the specs, we're not gonna drill down into like frequency range, we're not gonna show charts or any of that sort of stuff. I will leave that to the people who understand those charts and are true audiophiles. What I wanna test right here, and I'm focusing purely on, is the microphone quality. Now they say that there is studio grade, drivers in here with all the 10 to 23,000 hertz range, or all that sort of stuff. But what I wanna, like I said, actually test on this is going to be the microphone quality. Now for starters, we'll just go ahead and start with the build quality. They're big. Okay, I think that's kind of obvious. I mean, I feel like, and by the way, the noise cancel, or noise isolation, I should say, on these is phenomenal, because as soon as I put this on, I'm sure I'm talking louder because I can't hear crap in the environment. The cups are a memory foam with a leatherette, or pleather, I guess, with kind of a suede portion right here that actually touches your ears. So the ear fatigue on these, I think, would be very minimal in terms of what it's like touching your ear. I personally do not like cloth ear cups at all. It starts to get itchy to me. These are a full surround, so they're not actually touching the cartilage of my ears, they're touching the side of my neck and the side of my head, which is nice. I don't have big ears, but I do feel that they do slightly touch the inside. So if you had big ears, that kind of sucks if you have like abnormally large ears, but they might touch the insides. I'm not touching the actual driver cover itself. I've had some headphones, like the PC37Xs, my ears do actually touch the cover for the driver. So that's not happening with this one. The top headband is a dual headband, as you can see, very flexible, obviously, which is kind of nice, because if you're a gamer and you're just like, ah, man, we lost that match. And yeah, I know I'm being kind of hard on these right now, because let's face it, if they can't handle this, they are not ready for gamers, okay? I'm just saying. In terms of the hinge quality though, you can see you've got multi-articulating hinge here, you've got a swivel, you've got kind of a tilt, and so whatever head shape you got, chances are it's going to match up with your head. But this double band here, as I started to show, is also extremely comfortable with kind of a sort of like a Lycra type of material on it, and a headphone, or yeah, there's a headphone here. It's got Lycra material and then memory foam in there as well. So in terms of connectivity though, this does connect over Bluetooth. So this will connect to any Bluetooth device, whether it be a phone, obviously if you have Bluetooth in your computer, laptop. It does come with a dongle, obviously, for its own direct Bluetooth connection as well. It does say that it works with PS4 and PC. Not sure what makes it not necessarily work with Xbox, but that's what's on the box. Now in terms of what else you get with here, you get some warranty information, warranty card, a manual with the driver breakdown if you're curious as to how it actually looks. It's got a speaker in there. That's how that works. It also has your charging cable, which I'm fairly certain, based on the length of this cable, is also gonna double as a connection device or connection cable. That way, if your batteries are dead, you're not like, oh man, I can't play my games now because my battery is dead. So it's got a nice long cable right here, probably about 5 feet if I had to make a guess, which is also gonna double as your charging cable and your connection cable. It is a micro USB, so it's nothing proprietary. If you lose it or you want a longer one, you can replace it. And then it's got a very low profile dongle here so that our sticker's coming off. Now it's off entirely. So you could use this on your laptops, your computers, and it's not gonna stick out and be ugly. You can even put it in your front facing USB port and not have it show and stuff. So regarding buttons, you have a knob right here, which is designed for your chat volume. So if you're connected to PS4 and stuff, and there's a separate chat volume from game volume, that's what that knob will do. For PC, that doesn't really work. You might be able to map this to something like
Discord?
I was gonna say Ventrilo. That shows how old I am.
Dang, man! Hey, dude, what's your vent server IP address?
Hey, what's your aim?
We need a fifth for Counter-Strike, dude. Come on.
Okay, this works with console to turn the volume up and down. I don't know if it works with PC. I haven't tried it. We have a volume knob over here which turns up and down. Basically, what this is the headset powered volume on its own. These are powered drivers, so obviously have batteries in them. And if you take your system volume and you put this to 100%, that means that this will be allowed to go as loud as the system volume will allow. So if we were to set this to 50%, then max volume on the headset would only be 50% of the system volume. So you have two volume knobs to kind of worry about. What I tend to do, because this isn't new for Sennheiser, my PC37Xs and my Game Zeros had this same type of knob. I would just always set the PC volume to 100% and then crank the knob down where I want it, because this will adjust from 0 to 100 for the headset. So now that that's out of the way, I'm just gonna take a quick listen here with the vanilla settings without touching any of the Sennheiser stuff, because like I said, there is Sennheiser software here where you can go in and kind of fine tune, like I said, the sound stage and play with bass and treble and boost and all that sort of stuff. So what I want to hear right now is just Chill Hop is a live stream station that's been going on for years. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this. But the bass on this is extremely full. It's very rich. The problem with like non-isolating headphones like this, and this is the music that you can get here. Chill hop, like you chill to it, right? You hop and you chill. So you chill while you're hopping while listening to this. That's what you do. So the thing, shut up, bro. So the first thing I want to say is, without touching any of the settings in Sennheiser, the actual volume on these might seem a little low to some people. I think what they're actually kind of relying on here, and here to demonstrate, I think what they're kind of relying on here is the sound isolation of these ear cups being so good, you don't need to blast your ears with volume. You can get the isolation that you want with these and tuning out the environment without even active noise canceling by simply having a properly designed ear cup. Now, I'm pretty sure when we go into the settings for Sennheiser, we'll be able to make it louder. But that's the first thing that I noticed. But the soundstage is very wide, the bass is very rich, and the highs felt crisp. But we obviously will have to test that with different types of music. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Phil's live reaction. Take your monitors off and just stick these on your head.
Dude, I'm going home. Okay, bye.
Okay, I guess I can finish the video like this. We just listened to these for a little bit offline without the camera going to kind of get some impressions. We feel like it's extremely smooth. Like, smooth audio makes sense. Like, nothing felt like it caused any sort of listening fatigue. The bass was certainly full and rich, but not overpowering. The highs and mids were clear, the highs were crisp, but without being sharp. The other thing is that we are listening to the standard sound profile on this, and you can go in here and play around with the profile a little bit. As you can see right now, we're set to flat, which is exactly what Phil and I were describing these as. But it's flat, but yet still I could listen to these as they are and be perfectly happy with that. Now the software here shows you a bunch of different stuff, including some of the profiles we can switch, but we can see our battery life right here. It advertises anywhere between 16 to 20 hours of active listening battery life. So you'd probably need to charge these every night if you're a hardcore gamer. I don't know if we can actually go in here and change any of the curve yet, unless that's what this is. Oh, hey, well, you want to play with it? There you go. Reverberation level, interesting. Oh, so you can go 7.1 simulate or a stereo playback mode. So this would maybe work in games. That's a preference thing. Some people don't like simulated surround sound. I've used it before and it seems to be pretty decent. What we're doing now is we're listening to this acoustic version of Hotel California.
You're talking so loud, it's hilarious.
I felt like I was whispering. The isolation on this is insane. All right, tell me if you agree with how I said it. The reason why I'm gonna keep including Phil on this, and I know that we weren't set up really to show the cameraman's impressions on this, is he's probably more so the type of person to give proper opinions on this than I am. He is a music buff. So, and he also appreciates high-end music, so.
Is it all the way up? Ah! The bass response is there now with the music EQ. Well, I mean, I'm talking through that mic too, but
Okay.
The bass response is there. The highs they sound cleaner too. Dude, these headphones are sick.
Okay, so given the fact that it's on wireless right now, obviously, it's got the Sennheiser sound quality, but like I said at the start of this video, all I care about is the mic quality. Now here is the reason why I was interested in this. This video I shot 6 years ago where I talked about different microphones. And one of the microphones I took a look at the time was a wireless Logitech set that was very expensive. And this is the way the mic sounded.
But this is the Logitech G930 wireless gaming headphones. What I want to go ahead and point out is just because this is an expensive headset, do your research, because as you can tell by the sound of this microphone, it sounds horrible. And this is the way the GSP 670s sound. Not really any different. So this is genuine disappointment because it means that these will not become my daily driver microphone headset combo. Now it doesn't sound that much different than my live stream did, but the thing is, with other companies out there like Antlion, which make amazing additions that you can take a regular microphone and plug it into and attach it to any headset that you want or headphones that you want. The limitation here appears to be, quite honestly, the wireless limitation. And that's what was explained to me back in 2013 when I did that video and I asked Logitech, like, why does the microphone sound so terrible? And they explained it has everything to do with the available bandwidth, and basically it's being hogged up by the actual audio. So the audio on this sound amazing. The microphone, not so much. And the thing that's disappointing is it's basically advertised as being broadcast quality. If that broadcast happens to be a tape recorder over AM radio, then I think that claim definitely holds up. So I'm extremely disappointed. You can see we have the software up right here where we were actually playing around with some of the like warm, clear, like it doesn't change. Like nothing really changes. And so I'm disappointed. But if we go here and we look at the advanced, you can see when it comes to the default format, our microphone is locked at 16-bit, 16 kilohertz. So tape recorder quality. And I think you might agree that that's exactly how it sounds. So we'll go ahead and stop killing your ears now.
We'll just go ahead and switch right back over to this mic. Oh, and by the way, when you click the mic up, I forgot, every Sennheiser headset, when the mic goes up, it clicks, which automatically mutes it. So if your mom walks in
and is yelling at you didn't take out the trash and you're gaming, you don't want to be like, Mom, you're embarrassing me in front of my online friends. You just be like,
click, and they won't hear anything. So $349 for these guys. Final thoughts. They're a little bit on the heavier side. They are what, 398 grams? They look ridiculous. But I'm more of a function over form kind of guy. So if they had the mic quality I was looking for and looked like this, I wouldn't care. But for $350, it's hard to justify this if you want to use this for live streaming or gaming. It's probably fine for comms, but I think even with the quality headsets that you have now coming out in the market, with better microphone quality than this because of the limitation of wireless, it's probably worth looking at some other options. So this is one of those things like Sennheiser, if you truly want to impress, you need to find a way to make that microphone sound better, which means you probably will need to do something else regarding the interface. We also plugged in the cable hoping that maybe there was like some sort of a secondary mode where it sees the bandwidth over USB-A and would allow us to get better sound quality. None whatsoever. Switching over to Bluetooth, it would be exactly the same scenario with a lot more latency, which is not going to be okay. So anyway, guys, this was me hoping to find a new set of daily drivers that are wireless. Unfortunately, these are not going to be it. If you have a suggestion of headphones you think I should check out that might meet the requirement I'm looking for, because this video really was for me and I'm sharing it with those that might be looking for the same thing, please sound off in the comments below and tell me where to look. I would love a set of wireless headphones and with a microphone that doesn't sound like this. Sennheiser, you make amazing drivers and amazing ear cups and amazing cans. The wireless on this does not live up to the standard. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.